Hello students, today we are going to study our next chapter, that is muscular system and digestive system in human beings. Muscular system and digestive system in human being. Before to start our lecture, there is one question in your book. Let's recall. What is mean by organ system? What is mean by organ system? Then we already studied that in the previous chapter. That is, when cells are joined together, they will form the tissues. Tissues joined together, they will form the organs. And when organs are collected together or joined together, they will form the organ system. For example, respiratory system. In case of respiratory system, there are different organs like nose, then respiratory tract and lungs. Lungs is the main organ of the respiratory system. As like that, there are different types of the organ systems. Then we have to turn towards our main point, that is muscles. Muscles. What is muscle in our body? Near about 600, more than 600 types of muscles are there in our body. Near about 600 types of muscles. And muscles contribute almost 40% weight of the body. 40% weight of the body is of the muscles. Then what is muscles? The muscles are the bundles of fibers. Muscles are the bundles of fibers which can contract and relax. Which can contract and relax as required. Muscles are the bundles of fibers. Muscles are bundles of fibers which can contract and relax. Which can contract and relax as required. As required. Which can contract or relax as required. आपल्या मर्जीप्रमाणे जे आकुंचन पावतात आणि प्रसरण पावतात असा स्नायूंचा, अशांना काय म्हणायचं आहे, अशा धाग्यांचा जो बंडल आहे, गुच्छ, त्याला म्हणायचं स्नायू. स्नायूज आर दी बंडल्स ऑफ फायबर्स विच कॅन कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट ऑर रिलॅक्स as our wish, or if we require, they can contract and relax. Then see, muscles are firmly attached to the bones by means of tendons. Muscles are firmly attached to the bones by means of tendons. Tendons ने हे स्नायू हाडांना जोडलेले असतात. Tendons are the fit or the more compact muscles. Tendon जे आहे ते आणखीन जास्त कॉम्पॅक्ट असे मसल्स असतात, त्याच्या साहाय्याने या मसल्स हाडांना जोडले गेलेले असतात. देन when muscles contract, there is movement at the joint. When muscles contract, there is movement at the joint. These muscles get contract at the elbow, they get contact. When muscles contract, there is movement in the joints. Here the elbow is the joint. Then bones move either nearer to away from each other. Muscles get movement. The movement is kept together or goes away from each other. The action of muscle is necessary for all kinds of movement. The action of muscle is necessary for all kinds of movement. That is movement of the eyelid, movement of the lips, movement of the tongue, due to which we can speak to each other. There is movement of the muscles in the face. That is, different types of muscles are there. Without muscle, nobody can perform the movement. That is, for all type of movements, muscles are very important. Or with the help of muscle, we can move, or we can take the movement in the bones and different parts of the body. We use muscles for various movements. We use muscles for various movements like talking, laughing, walking, jumping, throwing. For this movement, we have to use the muscles. Then I told you that near about 600 muscles in the body, more than 600 muscles in the body, and muscles contributes almost 40% weight of the body, 40% weight. Then there are two types of muscles. Types of muscles. Types of muscles. First, before to take actual type of muscles, we can tell there are functions, how they perform the functions. Depending on that, there are the two types. How they perform their functions. Depending on that, there are two types. First is voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles म्हणजेच ऐच्छिक स्नायू. Voluntary muscles, ऐच्छिक स्नायू म्हणजे आपल्या इच्छेप्रमाणे कार्य करणारे स्नायू, ऐच्छिक स्नायू. Voluntary muscles. That is, they can perform the work depending on our wish. These are the voluntary muscles. For example, movement of the legs, then movement of the lip. If we want to speak, then we can speak, or they can. There is movement in the muscles of the lips and tongues. That is, these are the voluntary muscles. Movement of the hands. All these are the voluntary muscles. Movement of the eyelid. If we want to close, then we can close. If we want to open, we can open our eyes. That is, eyelids. We can close or open on our wish. These are the voluntary muscles. Then working with our hands, walking, eating, all these functions depends on our will. That is why muscles used in these actions are called voluntary muscles. For example, again in your book, they give the examples of arms, legs, or the functions of their arms and legs. Just I told you that these are the different functions, depends on our will. That is why these are called voluntary muscles. आपल्या इच्छेनुसार कार्य करणारे स्नायू त्यांना म्हणायचं ऐच्छिक स्नायू. आणि दुसरा प्रकार आहे म्हणजे यांच्या कार्याच्या वरती याचे दोन प्रकार झालेले आहेत. हाऊ दे परफॉर्म देअर वर्क, डिपेंडिंग ऑन दॅट these are the types. Involuntary muscles. Second type is involuntary muscles. For example, walking, talking, movement of eyelid, movement of eyelid. These are the voluntary muscles. Then second type is involuntary muscles. Involuntary muscles, अनैच्छिक स्नायू. Involuntary muscles. That is, functions of these muscles does not depends. Functions of these muscles does not depends on our will. These are the involuntary muscles. अनैच्छिक स्नायू. आपल्या इच्छेनुसार यांचं कार्य होत नाही. For example, the movement of the internal organs. Movement of the internal organ, that is movement of the heart. Involuntary muscles. Movement of the or functions of the intestine, functions of the stomach, movement of the stomach. Different organs perform their function. Internally, the movement of that organ is the involuntary muscles. We can't stop that. हृदयाचं कार्य असेल तर त्या सगळ्या अनैच्छिक स्नायू आहेत, आपल्या इच्छेनुसार कार्य करतात नाही, ते कंपल्सरी कार्य आहे म्हणून ते त्यांच्या पद्धतीने कार्य करत असतात. आपण हृदयाची मुवमेंट थांबवू शकत नाही किंवा फास्ट करू शकत नाही, आपल्या इच्छेनुसार नाही येते. Breathing, for example, breathing, blood circulation, digestion. Breathing, for example, breathing, digestion, blood circulation, digestion, blood circulation. These are the essential works. These are the essential for life, vital functions. These are the vital functions for essential for our life. That is why they cannot stop on our will. These are the involuntary muscles. Then, depending on there is one question for your, that is activity. Which organ in our body have voluntary muscles? Which organ in our body have voluntary muscles and which one have involuntary muscles? Find out and make the list of each type. Make the list of each type. म्हणजे अनैच्छिक आणि ऐच्छिक स्नायू कोणकोणत्या अवयवांमध्ये आहेत हे तुम्हाला शोधायचे आहेत आणि त्यांची लिस्ट बनवायची आहे. हे तुम्हाला एक ॲक्टिव्हिटी किंवा कार्य आहे. देन टाइप्स ऑफ मसल. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज टाइप्स ऑफ मसल्स. Types of muscles. There are mainly 3 types of muscles. First is skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles. That is the skeletal muscles. For example, the two ends of these muscles are joined to the bones. Two ends of these muscles joined to the bones are called skeletal muscles. The two ends of each these muscles attached to different bones. These are called as skeletal muscles. For example, the muscles of arms and legs. These are the skeletal muscles. That is, the ends of these muscles are joined to the two ends of that muscle joined to the bones of the legs or arms. These muscles perform the function to hold the bones of the skeleton together, bones of the skeleton together, and giving shape of our body. These muscles also give the shape to our body. Very important function of the skeletal muscles. The two ends joined to the bones of the arms and legs. Then they hold that bones of the skeleton together and give the shape to the body or shape our body. Then heart or cardiac muscles. Second type is heart and cardiac muscles. Skeletal muscles, two ends of muscles are joined to the bones of arms or legs. Then second one is heart or cardiac muscles. Heart or cardiac muscles. The name indicates its meaning. That is, these muscles bring about the contraction and relaxation of the heart. These muscles brings about or carried out the function of the contraction and relaxation of the muscles of the heart. म्हणजे हृदयाचे जे स्नायू आहे त्यांना म्हणायचं हार्ट मसल और कार्डियक मसल. म्हणजे आकुंचन आणि प्रसरण पावणं सतत हृदयाचे कार्य असतं. रक्ताचं सर्क्युलेशन घडवण्यासाठी किंवा रक्ताचं अभिसरण करण्यासाठी सतत त्याला आकुंचन आणि प्रसरण व्हावं लागतं. तर हे कार्य करण्यासाठी ज्या स्नायूंची आवश्यकता आहे त्यांना म्हणायचं हार्ट और कार्डियक मसल्स किंवा हृदयाचे स्नायू. And continuously at the rate of these muscles causes the heart to relax and contract continuously at the rate of 70 times per minute. 70 times per minute. 70 वेळा एका मिनिटामध्ये आकुंचन आणि प्रसरण घडून आणण्याचं कार्य हे स्नायू करत असतात. कार्डियक मसल. अँड लास्ट वन इज स्मूथ मसल्स. लास्ट वन तिसरा प्रकार जो आहे तो स्मूथ मसल्स. स्मूथ मसल्स म्हणजे मृदू स्नायू, अगदी लवचिक किंवा मृदू स्नायू. स्मूथ मसल्स. these muscles are present in the internal organs other than heart. These muscles are present in the internal organs other than heart. Present in internal organs other than heart. Other than this muscle present in heart. Internal organs other than heart. That is, these are the smooth or the very fine muscles present in the internal organs. For example, muscles of the stomach, intestine, blood vessels, uterus. These are the smooth muscles. Their movement are involuntary. Which can remain quite unaware and carried out these special muscles. The various vital functions of our body, of which we remain quite unaware and carried out by the special muscles. That is, involuntary muscles. अनिश्चित प्रकारे कार्य करण्याचा स्मूथ मसल्स आहेत. म्हणजे इंटेस्टाईन म्हणजे आतडा असेल किंवा युटेरस गर्भाशय किंवा स्टमक पोट उदर असेल आपलं, त्यांचे जे स्नायू आहेत तर ते स्मूथ मसल्स आहेत की जे इनव्हॉलेंटरी म्हणजेच अनैच्छिक प्रकारे आपलं कार्य करत असतात. दीज आर दी 3 टाइप्स ऑफ दी मसल्स. ओके, वी विल स्टॉप हिअर. थँक्यू.